Peace. I am Ra, Namanel, and something came to me this morning that I wanted to share. Dealing with, how energy work and meditation helps with loss and letting go. So, if you get this with the replay, you can hit the replay. I love interactions. And that's why a lot of stuff that I'm doing in the near future is going to be more interactive, in person versus online. If it's online, of course I'll let everyone know, but interactive type of person, because I love the energy bouncing back and forth and seeing where things goes. So this rising, I was something came to me and wanted to share this particular piece. I'm over it, most of it. No, I'm really over it. A lot of people don't think that I am, and I feel that this is a good way to get inside of my head and help others that may be going through the same thing with either loss of letting go. So, and how energy work and meditation helped me with this. So, I lost both of my parents, my mother and my father. My mother when I was early teens, and my father just recently. So I'm going to start with her. Going back to that and seeing where my consciousness was then and where it is now. Total shift. And this will help someone where they at within themselves of not letting go or something that is lost. So, of course, with energy, nothing's never lost. Everything is transformed. Okay, yeah, that's woo-woo, but no, those are real feelings, and you were really there with that person. You shared certain things with them. Yes, that is true. You take that, you hold that in you, and you have that, it grows into something else. It comes to you in another form, another person, another place. So nothing is never lost, so to speak. Okay, getting to mom. Real close to my mother. We share a lot of great moments, teachable moments. She, every night, she go over Psalms 31 with me in the Bible. So I was raised Christian. I was born Christian. And with that, that was another journey. But we had a great relationships. When I found out when she was she was in the hospital, I didn't know what to do because she was my everything. And when I found out that she had a stroke and she passed away, it was devastating. Like, your mother is gone. You can't fathom the thought of someone that gave you life now gone. And she was so many things to so many people. My family, other families, and people to this day still talk about my mother because she made a big impact in a lot of people's lives. I see that type of person that she was and who she brought into this existence. And not only she's something more, but she's still here, not only with me, but in other things. Get to that in a moment. So when she passed, a lot of people mourn. And even to this day, a lot of people still like, man, I miss her. Man, still holding on to that memory. And that's a good thing. That's good to have those things. A lot of people aren't fortunate to have those memories, and I understand that. But it comes to a point where you, the person, have to come to terms and accept that this is letting go. This is me. I have to let go of it because I see it hurts so many people, like to not release, to release that, to hold that on, to hold it and to hold it. It does something. It does something to the body. It makes it deteriorate much more faster. You have to let it go. So, mom passed away. I remember crying every day for 6 months, day after day. I remember me, my father, and my sister, we were sitting at the dinner table, looking where she would normally be at the dinner table, and crying every single day. It was exhausting. It was brutal, brutal, exhausting. And still yet you cried and you cried and you cried and you cried and cried. Until one day after the 6 month, it just all stopped. Like nothing ever happened. Yes, she was gone, but nothing happened. Like it all went away. And I was like, man, that's a strange feeling. Like, what? Man, but she's gone, but that feeling of loss is gone from me. And even to this day, when people ask me, man, do you still miss your mom? Da. I'm like, no, I don't. Man, what's wrong with you? You what's wrong with you? You don't got no heart. You don't feel. And I was like, no, I even feel even more. But no, she's not. No. Man, that's straight. You weird. You weird. I always get that. Always get that. Weird stuff. I let that go. Either I know she did something on the quote unquote other side. It just snapped and it was, it was gone. It was, it was nothing. But those memories of her teaching, those memories of her being present, those memories of her doing things, those are still present. And I carry those things into people, into different places. And those things are real. I don't covet the body. I hold on to the energy and the essence of those things. Those essence not only stays and I can carry that within me, but that grows in other people, people around you, people that's drawn to you, specifically to you. I've seen that in all of the work that I've done with energy work, tantric and meditation, and martial arts. She's not gone. She's definitely transformed into someone else. And that is the process of, that is the natural order of the everything. So that was my mom. Like I said, great moments, great teachable moments, always instilling. I remember one thing: always treat a woman like a queen. Always got that in me. Just those things growing up, they stay with you. And those essence, they stay with you. My father, really interesting. My father, he died in a car collision. And when I found out about him, he was going to work. And how I found out is through a family member that he was in a car accident. I remember in my mind that okay, it's not true. This is the rational the part of me, like no, not true at all. In my heart of hearts, I'm like, yeah, please prepare. That's the intuition. That's the soul. That's the tool of yourself that helps you, that guides you, that protects you, and a lot of different things. We call it intuition. We call it spirit guides. We call it ancestors. Whatever floats your boat. But I knew that that was the thing. So when I found out that day that he transitioned, I told my cousin to take me to the house quickly, without question. And she's like, "Why?" It's like, "Yeah, just do it. I need to do that. Just take me to the house quickly." And I needed to be alone. That was another thing. Now, I was guided to do this. This was kind of like a ritual ceremony to myself, a ceremony of release. I told her to take me to his house so I can go in and just leave me there for 5 hours. Probably four. It was 4 or 5. One of the two. Anyway, I went into the house. I cried and cried and cried. It was an intentional cry, and it was also an actual cry because he's gone. The physical part, the essence part is lingering. Felt that, but the physical part of him, he's gone. It was really important for me to purge and spill and release in every room, every chair, every spoon, every clothing, every plate, every hat, every glove, everything, bed, everything, everything for, I want to say 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours of just purging, releasing, making amends. I already accepted it at that point. At this point in the mind, in anybody's mind, the person is gone. So having that thought, having that feeling, and taking that as this is an opportunity to release intentionally, energetically, within that space, because he was in that space. That's where he lived. That's where he done things. That's where I was with him doing, looking at TV, about to go fishing, whatever the case may be. Releasing, purging, spilling, pouring, everything, everything, all in my gut, just bringing it all out and just spilling this everywhere. And then after that, total silence. being at peace, making amends, just releasing all of that within me. After that, after doing that, it was no more. It was no more. At his funeral, family members was there, and seeing pictures of him, you know, photos of those memories, they brought up, sadness. And I was gathering other people's sadness within the mix. A whole bunch of poor, you know, loss. After that, it was no more. Nothing. That energy work, because I knew exactly what to do because of my intuition. Let's talk about intuition. So, how we flex, how we work out, how we do our bodies, how we make our intuitions more strong is through meditation. Your mind have, I feel, a lot more frequencies, but let's do four, just four as a basis. You have beta, you have alpha, you have theta, and delta. Beta is the everyday you're working. You gotta go do the mail, do the laundry, cut the grass, whatever the case may be. That's the habitual. That's the habitual mind. The alpha is the restful, meditative, mindfulness thing. That's where you flex your intuition, your intuition, or quote unquote your spiritual guides. They or it guide you wherever you need to go. Specifically, you, whatever you need at that particular time for your activation or manifesting whatever you need for you, not for anyone. That can be different for a lot of people. It can say a lot of things like, man, that's stupid as hell, but that's really what you need in order to get over or to activate something in you to become that other version of yourself. So meditation, if people don't have that muscle strengthened, they can't, they'll be going on guessing. They'll be going on analyzing and facts checking and, oh, well, no, that's the mind. That's the mind. There's another tool of the soul that operates with the mind, that intuition, that tells you clearly exactly what to do. And when you do it, that instantly things happen. Magic. And that thing, which is the delta, that's the psychic realm. That's the realm of moving things with your mind, objects, dream states, that the people that comes to you in dreams. That's between theta and delta. But that's the psychic is the delta. The data is when you really bend reality. Like you, that's Neo saying no and the bullet stops. That's that type of stuff right there. And it's deep. It's all going back to that darkness of that void of where everything comes into existence. So meditation, of course, I've been doing meditation for a long time because in martial arts, that's how we kind of center ourselves back to, fighting and rah, 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 all this hard stuff. We coming back center into ourselves. That's mind and body, but when you go past that, when you get into the spirit realm, that intuition helps you, guide you, pull you into things, moving you into different directions. Even if it's scary, even if it's really stupid, or even if it makes total sense, doing it opens up everything. I need to talk to that person, or I need to go down this road instead of that road, or you know what? Yeah, I see that, but no. Yeah, that's what that is. That's the intuition. And a lot of times when people have their intuition and it's online, they don't trust it. They second guess it. They say, no, that's the thing that you need to do. I can easily, in my mind, if I didn't have this, go with what my other tribe would do, which is the mourning, which was the the just being in that and just there's a thing of people doing that and just loving it. I don't know. I need transformation. I need enlightenment. I need to see. I need to see the codes, see everything. Having meditation does that. Doing that helped me a whole lot in a lot of stuff. And seeing the energy and seeing how it works and moving where I need to move. Having him gone, I can still feel him today. I saw him once right beside my son's room. He came to me in my dreams 3 times. One with himself, my sister, and a family member that was also a psychic. And she had big eyes, short hair, and we was in the living room. And she was actually a medium for me and my sister to communicate with him. And she was speaking for him until I did something, switched a different frequency. And I was like, oh no, I can hear him too. And she's like, oh, you can? Like, yeah, I can hear him. Sister couldn't, but I could. That was crazy. Another time was when he was with his former wife. She practiced voodoo. And the last one was when he was with my mother. That one, and I wrote a post about that. That was amazing. Seeing that, hearing that. That's consciousness. Consciousness is not, we're not a meat suit. We're not bound to this realm, even though our bodies is here. Consciousness expands in different realms, different dimensions, to make you see and make you realize more about yourself, that you are magnificent and powerful beyond what you can ever think or imagine. Now, hearing that is one thing, but actually feeling that, like with your consciousness, like someone touches you and feeling that, amazing, amazing. After that, after seeing him in the dreams, knowing that he's okay, and actually communicating with him. Let me tell you about that real quick. So I was disciplining my son on something, and I can really feel my father come on, his energy on me, disciplining him, and with my consciousness, with my intent, I was like, no, Dad, this is how you do it. And once I did that, his energy supported mine. And the process went a lot more smoother. That was a cool freaking thing. Cool, cool. Since then, I haven't seen him. He knows more about me now than he was living. I know that much. Hey, Ruth, how are you? he knows more about me because he sees me fully in my essence. In essence is everything. Everything. Expansion of the consciousness. People have to feel that in order to go through that next phase of whatever that they're doing. Since then, since seeing my father, besides his room and in the dreams, other family members came to me too in dreams. My grandmama, real heavy, super duper heavy on things that, business that needs to be dealt with. And I'm dealing with those. And it's funny how she communicate with me because it reminds me of a story of a shaman that's somewhere in Central America. Let's tell you the story real quick. Real cool story. He the land that he had was being taken away by loggers, and his tribe, how they communicate with other tribes and other people long distances through dreams. And I was like, through dreams. And I was like, man, I thought that was so cool. So he happened to get with another woman that's in the United States. That's a real crowd funder. She's real good with money and getting money with certain things. So he, in his dreams, projected himself into her consciousness, into her dreams, and she started to see visions of this shaman that's in Central America. And she was like, man, what's this person? She told a person, who is this man? Who is this whatever? And the man said, oh, this is da 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 from this da da tribe. And she's like, really? Did more research, went down there, and he said he was actually communicating with her to help his tribe to preserve, I think, 100 million, 10 million acres of Amazon rainforest stuff from the loggers to preserve that for his people and the other community tribes around. And I thought that was so amazing. They don't know each other. They don't know, they never knew each other exists. But through this person's practices, through his consciousness, project his image onto her to bring her to him. So freaking cool. That is cool. That's why I love this stuff. That's why I love talking about it, doing it, and seeing the gifts and the benefits of it on other people and how it makes life much more enrich. Enrich. Can't talk this morning. So yeah, I wanted to come on on the live to express that what came on to me this rising, and I'm having a meditation gathering on November the 20th. You know what? It is what it is. I'm really not pressed on pushing it. Whoever wants to come, they want to come. I was thinking about having it online, and I'm not going to have it online. Not only the people need it for whatever reason that they have, I want to be in that field too. I love basking in the feel of those energies, those and bouncing it back and getting feedback from each other. That's everything to me. It's one thing doing it online, and that's giving that service to the people, and I'll have time to do that. I'll make room to do that, but to really get that with your body and feel it, that's a whole different type of thing. And yes, you can do that long distance. You can. But I want to be selfish. I want to be in that field. And I want the people around me to also feel that as well. So, if you have any questions about that, you can DM me. It'll be in the Rock Hill, South Carolina area. But yeah, it'll be in person. private location. And from that, we'll talk about other stuff, other energy, miracles and works and transformations and all that good stuff. That is it. That is my rant for today. Catch me when you can. Hit me up if you must. I'm out. Peace.